Welcome, geometry students, to class on Monday the 18th. I'm making this video on Saturday night, so I have to kind of stop and think about what time it is or what the date is on Monday. But welcome to class on Monday today. Hope you guys are doing well. Hope you're ready to learn some math today. Let's go over some announcements very quickly, please, and then we'll get started with what we're going to do today. Hope you guys enjoyed your day off on Friday, being senior servants, and hopefully you made some good money for your class trip or whatever it is that you are saving up for. Now, there will not be a test or a quiz this week, okay? That really goes against my grain, but I know a lot of teachers are going to be giving tests and quizzes this week before the Thanksgiving break. So I'm going to lay off. And as soon as you come back, though, from Thanksgiving break, we'll have like 1 or 2 class periods and then a test over chapter 6. So do understand there's pros and cons, but you will not have a test or a quiz this week. Now, I'm not going to collect Wednesday's copying assignment. You guys know me, you guys know me well enough by now to know that when I give an assignment, 99.9% of the time I'm going to collect it. First of all, because I want you to do your homework, and second of all, I want you to be rewarded for doing your work. But this will be one assignment I am going to let slide. Now, Jasa, when you see part 3, don't let that bother you if you've taken it. Maybe Mr. Harmon forgot to put it in my box. Don't freak out. Just email me and let me know if you've taken it. But if you haven't, with no test and quizzes this week, there is no reason why it can't be done by Wednesday. Again, I'm sorry, guys. I'm going to get a drink of water here. Okay, now if there is a problem with that, Jasa, I'm an email or a phone call away. You know that. But I really need part 2 taken so I can pass out y'all's tests and go over these with the students in class. Now, Haley, same thing like I said to Jace, I'll say to you, don't freak out, just stay focused here. You're doing fine, but this is the assignment you're supposed to work on Friday, Thursday and Friday, since you had the day off on Friday, and hopefully you did that. If so, I need you to turn that in, okay? So please turn that in. And if it's not done, then I'll have to contact you and find out what's going on with your parents or whatever, but I got to get that turned in. So not being mean, but got to have that done. Now, you missed a quiz last week that covers 5-6, 5-7, 6-1, 6-2. Okay, now again, relax, don't panic, just think all this through. There's no test or quiz this week in my class. Okay, I'm going to go pretty slow this week. I'm going to teach on Tuesday, give you homework on Wednesday, teach on Thursday, give you homework on Friday, because they're pretty long lessons. So instead of trying to cram homework in at night, I'm trying to be a little laid back here and help you guys stay on top of things. Okay, so Haley, if there's any problems with any of this, just email me. Okay, Jace, the same thing with you, but I do need a quiz taken by Wednesday if at all possible. Okay, that'd be really, really helpful to me and to the students so I can pass the quizzes out. By the way, all 4 of you that took quizzes on Friday, you can go to Sycamore and see what your grades were. No, you took them on Wednesday. The lowest grade was a 90 and the highest grade was a 100. So I did not think that quiz was too difficult. Plus, you guys did a good job also of working on those. But look on Sycamore and you'll see what your grade is. Okay, now let's go ahead. Let me tell you right now what we're going to do. On Thursday, we had no class on Friday because of senior sale day, but on Thursday we had a lesson on how to prove that a quadrilateral is a parallelogram, and we learned 5 different ways and to do that. And today I'm just going to give you homework to go over to help you review that material. Okay, so we're just doing homework today. This homework will be due tomorrow. Before I do that, though, I want to very quickly review some stuff we've looked at in the past. So no need to take notes on this. Just sit back and pop the popcorn and listen to the video. Okay, here we go. We learned, this is not what we covered on Thursday. This is earlier last week, like Monday or Tuesday. We learned 5 characteristics of parallelograms. Here they are. If you have a parallelogram, then you will have both sets of opposite sides are parallel, both sets of opposite sides are congruent, both sets of opposite angles are congruent, consecutive angles, that means angles that are side by side, are not congruent, they're supplementary. And then number 4, both diagonals bisect each other. That does not mean the diagonals are congruent, it means they bisect each other. Okay? Now, this is not what your homework's going to cover today. This is from way back last week, probably Tuesday or Wednesday or Monday or something like that. Today, the homework you're about ready to work on is going to cover this material here. There are 5 ways to show that a quadrilateral is a parallelogram, and I did not give these to you in theorems, I gave them to you in a list. So when a quadrilateral has any of the following traits, then it is a parallelogram. If both sets of opposite sides are parallel, then you have a parallelogram. If both sets of sides are congruent, then you have a parallelogram. If both sets of opposite angles are congruent, you then have a parallelogram. If one angle is supplementary to both of its consecutive angles, then you have a parallelogram. By the way, what I mean by that is this. If I gave you a parallelogram like this, or quadrilateral like this, and I said this is 100 degrees and this is 80, and you're like, oh, this has to be a parallelogram because 100 plus 80 is 180. No, it's not what it says. One angle is supplementary to both of its side-by-side angles. So if you want to use this reason here to prove that a quadrilateral is a parallelogram, then you better have this. You better have one angle in the middle, and it better be supplementary to that angle, and it better be supplementary to that angle also. That's what that is saying. And then number 5, if the diagonals bisect each other, then you have a parallelogram. Okay, so that's a quick little review. Hopefully it jogs your memory. This is what the homework's going to cover today that you're about ready to do right here. Okay, we never did homework over this material to help drill it into our brains and to help or what you call it, to help you apply it to problems. Okay, all right, now here's the homework assignment that's due tomorrow. I want you to get started working on this. Page 320, numbers 5 through 19 all. There's a video to watch if you get stuck. Now some of you might like to just watch it just to help you, that's fine. Others of you might like to do the homework first and then watch it, that's fine. Whatever you choose is up to you. Okay, excuse me, but this video is there to help you. Alright, so that's it for my announcements. Go ahead and get started on your homework now. It is due tomorrow. If you don't finish it in class, finish it tonight. Have a great day, and I will talk to you guys tomorrow.